See, if you do it this way, there's no way you can lose. So today we're going to do a 4-hour challenge. And I don't get to pick the materials. Nick gets to pick the materials. They've got them laid out for me, and we'll go in and see what that is. So it'll be the blade material and the handle material, right? Yep. Right. All right. We're going to make a chopper, and I'll sketch it out. But the idea is to forge, grind, heat treat, put a handle on, and temper. And I'll use a special tempering process, which a lot of the old smiths used. One thing I can't do is hold on to a pencil. All right, so let's sketch this thing out and come up with some ideas. What might be kind of cool here? I have this idea. I don't want it to look like something I already did, but I feel like it's already looking like something I already did. But I can change that, and I can do whatever I want to do. It's my sketchbook. You can tell it's your sketchbook if no one else's name is on it. That means it's up for grabs at that point. So I'll do this. This is the concept. Put some handle material on here. Maybe we'll grind it like this, like a interesting, kind of different little bit of a grind. Something like that. Maybe I'll bring this back further. It's not really looks like a great white shark. Dun 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 dun. That was the scariest movie I ever saw besides Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, idea. I'm not opposed to this idea. It is an idea. That doesn't mean the knife is going to go this way. I think it's kind of cool. Subtle recurve, like this and like that. It's a lot to get into 4 hours, but it's possible. Maybe a variation on that. Handle, blade, all right? That makes inch. 2 lines make inch. 1 line makes foot. I'm not making a 12-foot knife. Okay, we're shooting a 4-hour challenge, and this is what we're going to do. Assemble a team of superheroes from across the... Oh, no, just assemble materials. Forge, grind, heat treat, harden, temper, handle materials, and sharp. So 7 things. Heat treat would be harden and temper. And that's what we're going to do in 4 hours. Now, I don't know what the steel or the handle material is going to be. So if you're new at the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's get moving. These are my plans. Hey, where's the materials? What do you want me to use?
Alright, so now you need to tell me what the materials are.
So, we have some steel here. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Or this. I think this is 80 CRV2. And it looks like it's all the same because it's all sheared the same. And then these are probably just something else. So it could be 1084 or it could be 15 and 20. So we'll see how it goes. I hope that is, if it is 15 and 20, it'll be cool. It'll be like it'll be some kind of a bright streak in there. So we'll just stick these together and that'll be all right, I think. And this is my handle materials. Shoestring and leather, huh? All right, I can do it. I can handle that. I wish I knew what this was. That looks like a different piece of steel right here. Like this looks different than these. There's no way to know. We won't know until I can tell once they're stuck. And then we'll see some color in them there. I don't have any rules in here, do I? No rules? Now we're hot. I'm sure this will get in my way after a bit. All right, and we're gonna stick it in here and stick it all together, make one big billet. All right, like that. Now we just have to wait around. So when I'm doing this, I'm gonna be thinking about like how many satellites are really orbiting the Earth as trash. But what I really be thinking about is when is the next episode of Rick and Morty coming out? I feel it's like, why can't you just make a cartoon? You know what I mean? Like, does it come out every other month? I mean, what? I don't get it. That doesn't make sense to me. I guess there's forum discussions about that. I don't go on forums. I'm a visual person. I'm not into the whole reading other people's opinions about nonsense. True that the Simpsons have been predicting the future since the 80s. What I've got here is steel of some type. I hope that those pieces aren't mild steel. Maybe if they're all mild steel, then the only two hardened pieces are the little skinny ones. And I don't have a lot of mild steel like that. It looks just like the 80 CRV2. Here's what I suspect. It's like sheared the same way, so. I presume, Watson, that it is 80 CRV2. The other stuff, hopefully it's 15 and 20. This is a problem. I don't know why this plug has to be this way. Why can't it be this way? Like, why didn't this go this way? That must have been something Curtis did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Today's episode brought to you by the letter B. That doesn't look good.
Looks like it's approximately 2100 degrees right now.
Nice. All right. That looks like a good weld. What I'll do next is I'm going to grind those little pieces off, those little pieces of weld off. So I don't want that to end up in the blade. So I'm going to grind those off. This operation brought to you by Noise and Sparks. And of course, there's not going to be an extension cord anywhere here. Gosh, think I should run? Should I be running?
You don't want to put your finger in that socket, Luke. Don't do it.
All right. That looks good. Okay, well, we got 5 layers of steel and they all stuck. So that means there was no stainless. No stainless was used in the forge welding of this billet. How am I going to make that blade look like that? Like this, like that. Like this and like that. What are they doing? Like, okay, I got it. Na, 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 na. That's like a song that always comes to my head. Smooth Criminal. Like when he flips that coin, it goes all the way across the room and right into the jukebox. So I didn't use any flux. No flux was used in the making of this piece of steel. Feels like carbon steel. All right. Okay. I can see all my layers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. That should look pretty cool. The two other little skinny ones are really dark. And you know what that tells me? Nothing. This episode brought to you by Little Teeny Kitchen Knives. I want to keep the stuff in the middle. All right. These are the tongs that I will be using to throw on the ground. These are the tongs that I will be using to assist me. I'm gonna make this wide air. Wide air. What's funny is right now I'm acting like I got this covered, it's cool. And in the next 2 hours I'll be freaking out. Ah! Time check, what time is it? I gotta hurry up and get done with this, I guess. I feel like I feel like I really gotta get busy here now. I'm dinking around. Dink, 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 dink. It looks kind of like what I drew, I think. I got the steel forge welded, that was nice. And I've got the blade shaped. I checked to make sure I didn't have any delamination, and I did not. And I didn't use any flux. And now I'm gonna do the handle. Now the interesting part here is the handle material I have is just leather and string. So I could do a hidden tang and a stacked leather handle. However, I know how long that takes. I don't really have time for that. What I think I'll do is I'll figure out how to turn this style into kind of like, I'll do an Ito wrap, which is like you see on a samurai sword. It looks really cool, it's very comfortable. So I had to design my handle to make that work. And that's what I'll be trying to figure out how to do here. So it'll be maybe I'll make a little drop flare out, so I have a top bottom flare, and maybe like a coffin handle on the back, kinda. So I think I'll do that. I'm not getting any kind of delamination or anything, and that's good. That's just from experience. Okay, now this is where it could come apart, but it won't. Hammer. Oh, ciao. 11-inch blade. That's perfect, isn't it? All right. Yeah, I say it. I think it's exactly that size. Yeah, it's exactly the size I need it to be. That's cool. All right. Get rid of the evidence. So now I know that my knife is exactly the shape as my drawing was. Okay, so we're an hour in. I've got my blade forge welded. I've got my shape. I've got to do a little tuning and getting it straight. Then I'm gonna normalize now. This is a thing that you don't see when you see this challenge. I think this is the key. If you watch this and you're thinking about competing in a competition, don't forget to normalize. Very important part. I want you to do that. This is not normalizing. This is not normal. So we're an hour and 20 minutes in, which is actually a lot longer. I think I was dinking around with this too much. So that means I've got some time left. What I want to do is allow this to cool down enough. I'm going to drill a hole in, I'm going to hang it in there and normalize it, because that's one of the keys to getting the heat treat right, especially if I'm going to do this quick tempering. This kind of tempering I'm going to do is, if you do it wrong, then it'll be bad. If you do it right, then it'll be awesome. So we want it to be able to be hardened and tempered rapidly. I just don't have the time to wait around for an hour to have it temper. So we're not going to be doing that. All right, so what I want to do is check and see how hot this is, so that I'll be able to do it. And the way I do that is I just come over here and I grab this thermometer and then I shoot the, ooh, that's hot. It's here, 400 degrees, 375. Error, that means it's over 600 degrees. 250, this thing is in need of calibration. There it goes, calibrated now. Hot, still hot, too hot to touch. So now we just wait around. Scissors. Scissors. Okay, texture. Put some texture in it. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. Pretty cool. I need more though. Another opportunity to share one of our sponsors. This episode brought to you by tongs. Tongs. That's a pretty cool shape. This is kind of based on something my son likes to do. He does these choppers and they're kind of a, I'm gonna do a facet in there. I'll do 2 different kinds of grinds, so I think it'll be pretty cool. What's our time?
We are at
Almost 2 hours in. That means half of my time is gone. And I'm still fooling around with the dead blasted blade. That's not making me feel too clever. Get out of there, pen. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna get better. What's cool, you can see the, gosh, now you got me worried now. Now I'm starting to worry about time. I had it in my head. I'd be like, oh, I have this done. No big deal. All right, I still got to figure out this handle. Come on, man. Okay. Looks pretty good. Pretty straight. So I'm going to grind the blade over and over. I don't have time to talk. We're timed. This is a timed event. What's our time?
1:48.
How much time I got left?
You got an hour and
Look, it says 90 degrees. Okay, ready? So I got it. I got the first part done within the first 3 hours, right? Okay, well, that makes me happy. Not sure. All right, we're gonna go ahead and throw this in here for a bit. Ooh. Very pretty. All right, so we're done with lunch. I got 40 minutes left. I did kind of a, I do a lot of stupid things is what I kind of did. So what I'm going to do now is do a little bit more tempering on the thicker parts of the blade. I think this is looking pretty nice. I just want to clean the back up a bit so I can see what I'm doing. I don't know if that came out exactly like I was hoping, but it does tell me a couple things that tongs are very difficult to hold on to, number one. So this sand is wet, and what it does is it's going to be like an insulator on this blade. So I just want to draw the spine back some more. I want to make sure it's not too brittle, because I mean, if this is going to be a real knife, it's going to be used like a real knife. So we can't. I don't want to run the risk of it breaking. It is hardened steel. It can break. So this sand is going to keep the very edge from getting any more tempered, if that makes sense. Old trick. Don't need to use Windex. I'm just using it because it's in a spray bottle right now. I really want this. This smells kind of interesting. Ain't nobody got time for that trick. Aluminum is grippy. Stupid light. Where's the light at? Oh, thanks. Probably not gonna have time to do it, but okay. Probably not gonna get the Edo wrap like I normally do it. It's over, and then this one is under. Oh boy. I'm sure everybody will be like, you didn't do that Edo wrap right. Well, I did it in a way. I did it right in a way. Come on, thing. What's crazy is how many times I throw scissors like that away. Literally, I get them, I throw them in the trash, and they show right back up. And I'm like, how did that happen? What's weird is I'm starting to get where like, why can't I remember which damn way I'm supposed to turn this thing? Come on. That's it. Bam.
5 minutes to spare.
I gotta sharpen it now. You for real? How much time we got?
4 minutes.
Okay, we're done.
How much time we got, Nick?
2 minutes.
I'm happy with that. It looks good. Sharp, 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 sharp.
Test it.
Now we have to test it. Yep. So we have hollow grind, a flat grind, convex edge, hollow grind with convex edge, and another just a bevel up here. So it's like a samurai Bowie knife. What I would like to have done is a little more time. I could have actually twisted these and done them properly, but still works. It doesn't look terrible, and I'm happy with that. I got 1, 2 going this way, 1, 2, 2 going that way. Right, 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 wrong. All right, let's go find something we can chop. So it's sharp. It's just not sharp as I really want it to be, but. So this is a fun challenge. We had 5 pieces of steel that after doing this, I'm pretty sure I know where they are, except for the 2 little thin ones are shiny, so 15 and 20 probably. The other 3, more than likely 80 CRV2, because that's what I primarily have in here. I don't really have any 1084 that thick. Curtis has some, so it could be that, I'm not sure. So, you know, there's a lot of challenges in trying to make a knife within 6 hours. 3 hours to forge, grind, heat treat, and then 3 hours to finish the handle. Oh, I didn't do that. I did it in 4 hours. Okay, that's right. So, number one thing, know what you're gonna do. Have a plan. You have a plan, then you can move forward very smoothly and rapidly. Number 2, don't make rules that you can't follow. See, one of the rules that I had was I wanted to turn this and twist this wrap so it looks very traditional Edo wrap. This is just kind of like what you see on kind of cheap swords, you know. This isn't ideally what I wanted to do, but it's what I had time to do, and overall it doesn't look terrible. I still get the same look, the effect, and it's comfortable, okay? what I would have liked to do if I had more time, but I did eat lunch during this time period. I took, what did we take, 15, 20 minutes to eat lunch? I don't know.
Something like that.
So I would have probably took this to a little bit higher finish so you can see. What I do notice now is you can see the outer layer, there's a little silver line running here and a little silver line running there. So what's cool to me is that tells me my edge is dead centered. So that's really nice. You may be able to see it back here, I don't know. Did leather on the handle, wrapped it over with the Ito wrap, and this is a fun shape to make. And so the 4-hour challenge accomplished. So remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and give me a like. Hope you'll have a great day. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think, because I'm going to do something else the rest of the day.